Good morning, friends, and I apologize because I realized just as I clicked live that in moving back and forth from the other room, I did not bring my microphone, my really nice microphone. So I have no clue what audio you're hearing right now. I hope you can hear me. I think it's using the microphone built into this crummy laptop, so that's going to suck. Apologies all around for that. And now that I have a kid here, she's gonna run down the hall and get it, and we're gonna tech support this live. So she's gonna go faster. She's gonna get in here and set all that down. She's gonna go down the hall and grab me my microphone that apparently I left in the other room. Because don't have a microphone. It it is not smart. No, I'm living the dream here. At least I am audible. That is always good. Lima Charlie, there you go. Hey, there you go. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that check in. But let's say hello. Yeah, we had Delta here early, tailgating this morning. We are clearly out of sorts. As you can see, we still have a Christmas tree in our living room.
It's not really as decorated as it was before.
No, we spent a little time, and by we, I mean my wife and I, because the girls were watching a movie last night. But we spent a little time decorating. So it was nice to take it all down. And I was out front. I took down all the Christmas lights out front, and we did a lot of stuff. But, we'll see here. So let's say hello to everybody first before I start fussing and losing our audio. We got Flashpoint. What's up, Michael? Good to see you this morning. Finished up schwacking some sweaty try hands in some early morning Saturday death match. Oh, man, this sounds exciting. We got the Captain. Good morning to you, Captain. I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year to you. Haven't really come across you yet this new year. We got Second Street Marvel with the notification gang. Congrats to you having it ready. Let's see here. The beauty of live streaming, right? Perry says, tut tut. Fame clearly isn't everything. Severus Snape. That's a great Snape quote. Yep. Perry was talking to me about Harry Potter movies last night. The Rican himself, Rod, is here. What's going on, Rod? And we got Dale of Suspense. Now I'm going to test this. I'm going to plug in this microphone, and we're going to see what happens. And let's ride the rap here. Audio. I'm going to go in, and I'm going to change the microphone to the Yeti. Here we go. Now that's the Yeti microphone. So those of you that were listening, I just went from an internal microphone to my Yeti microphone. Hopefully you can hear a difference because I know it usually sounds a whole lot better when you don't get all the echo and all the other things. So hopefully that was an improvement for you all. And thank you, Kate, for going to grab that. It's been a while, friends.
Yeah.
It's been a hot minute. And Christmas falling on a Saturday, New Year's Day falling on a Saturday, it kind of precluded a lot of these opportunities.
Plus we were traveling.
And we traveled immediately after Christmas. So I haven't seen you at all in a while. So thank you for coming by. Super Russ, good to see you. Hope you're having a happy new year so far. So we got some Christmas gifts that we want to show you, some things that we got, some books that we've been reading. I got the 6 new comic books that I picked up this week. And then we'll just sort of hang out. I'm still in the process of getting back to my normal space. So I don't have all my slabs and everything behind me, but we put some pops and toys up and a whole bunch of Black Panther comic books as well. Kate has the oldest Kirby ones behind her, issues 1 and 2. I got some of the, if you didn't know, Jason Aaron wrote some Black Panther, and that's these right here, these Black Panther issues. And then some of the Ta-Nehisi Coates run as well. So we got some good Black Panther goodness going on there. Brandon from the Comics Kings is here. Good to see you, Brandon. I hope you're having a good Saturday so far. Kate, you got a bunch of good gifts. It looks like you might even be wearing one.
I'm wearing 2 actually. So I got this cool hoodie from my uncle says Stance on it. It's literally the coolest.
It's the company that my brother works for.
And then I have these Hurley sweatpants that
Nice.
my grandma gave to me because we went shopping and she got those, and they're so comfy. I don't have any other pairs of sweatpants.
These are your new like lay around clothes, right?
Yeah.
Kate comes home and she puts on her vibe wear. But I mean, so do I. I'm wearing my PJs and my hoodie. So there we go. The story behind the green hoodie. Yeah.
Is it with the San Francisco hoodie?
Yeah, it's the San Francisco hoodie. So we went on a trip. Parents in the chat might understand this problem. Spent so much time we drove the length of California, which is really a long distance, and we ended up staying in hotels all along the way up and then back down.
Doing our laundry, there's a lot of
we were hitting laundry mats and doing all these things, and I packed myself with less intelligence than I did when helping to pack the food and the things we would need and the kids' clothes and all that sort of stuff. So we arrive in Berkeley, and it's cold, and I have only shorts, t-shirts, no jacket at all, and not even like a sweater, nothing.
You didn't pack any pants?
I packed shorts. Yeah, I packed like a California surfer dude.
Ran out of the house like halfway ready
Yeah.
for that.
And it was cold in that Berkeley area, and then it was cold in further north when we got almost to Oregon.
And Redwood and all that.
Yeah, the Redwood National Park, and we were hiking and doing all these things early in the morning, and it was like foggy everywhere. So my wife took me to, was it Target?
Yeah, we went to a San Francisco Target.
She's like, we're buying you a hoodie, like get yourself together. Like it's going to stay cold. So this is the hoodie I wore the whole time. And my joke the whole trip was every time I stepped outside without my hoodie or with it tied around my waist, I would step outside and I'd say, oh man, the weather is perfect today. It is amazing. We're bipping across San Francisco Bay on one of the little shuttle boats taking us across. And like Kate's hair is blowing in the wind. It's like super frosty cold. And I'm just like,
turn and it's just like,
and I'm like, the weather's perfect today. You get up and you're in the mist. The weather was perfect that trip.
Have a picture
so pretty much everything I wore was a t-shirt, this green hoodie, and some shorts, like the entire time. We almost made it to Oregon. So we were in Redwood National Park, which I believe starts in California and ends in Oregon.
But that's the picture on the.
Yeah, that's Kate's hair blowing in the wind on the.
It was so fun.
On the boat crossing the San Francisco Bay.
My hair was so long.
Ooh, let me shout this gentleman out right here. So, I know that most of you know Chris from Lost in Comics. Chris and his buddy David. Oh. It's coming from my phone.
That's weird.
My phone was making noise. Sorry about that. Chris, let me get back to what I was saying. Chris and David from Lost in Comics did an award show for comic books on Thursday night. It was fantastic. You guys spend so much time producing that. It's legitimately the Academy Awards, and they're giving out, best inker, best colorist, best new comic, best writer, best all these awards to really great comic books that they've read that year. And not only that, they have guest appearance. So people like Philip Kennedy Johnson, all these great writers and artists pop in, and they're like saying things and reading. It was really good, really fun. I've only watched 2/3 of it because it's about an hour. I'm watching little bits and chunks. Great stuff, Chris, as always. Really, really well done. Really, really, really well done. So you nailed it. So let's see here. West Coast traveling. I mean, right now, sure. So this green hoodie, it's lived a life, and my wife always reminds me that she's the one that forced me to get it.
Okay, I got the better.
All right, so we're back. Chris says it's his favorite show of the year. So much fun. I mean, it's worth, if you guys have not followed Lost in Comics, the YouTube channel, do it and then watch the Thursday night live stream. A lot of great books are recommended and mentioned, and then a lot of fun awards and a lot of good shout outs are given. All right, so Kate has a pile of gifts that she wants to go through, and you're already tilting the couch out.
Too many.
Hope you're doing all right there.
Not too many.
All right, well, let's share something. What is the number one thing you want to share? Do it.
But it's broken on the back.
It's already broken?
I know. I
lasted
held
a
it
day.
this morning. I was like, wouldn't it be funny if it like fell out? So I got one of the original like Stranger Things walkie-talkies.
She has a Stranger Things walkie-talkie, guys. And it
My friend got it.
supposedly works.
It's very difficult to hear. It's supposed to go like 6 miles. So it's supposed
Have
to
you been
go from
able to
Cole's
talk
house.
to her and hear her?
I have from her grandparents' house, which is much closer.
Okay.
It's up the hill.
It's
by
got the little strap
Gomez's.
which broke on the back for your hand.
It literally broke. Like I had it in my hand right outside that door, and I was like, "Wouldn't it be funny if it like fell out? I should probably hold it better." Literally slides out, and I'm like,
Like this is a legit old school walkie-talkie type thing here. What's up, Charlie? Good morning. So yeah, that's classic.
and it like literally.
Oop.
It has static you can hear.
You can hear the
And you can
static.
change 3 channels, and you can do a battery test.
This is such a good comment because it's so true. The TV show Saved by the Bell had a character named Zach Morris, and he was cool because he had a cell phone, and that's what his cell phone looked like on that show. That's how old cell phones were at that time.
Bro.
It was like they were just giant. Yeah, that's the sound of the ocean. I mean, really, you could say it. You could say that.
But yeah, I had to turn it off because of the batteries. But yeah,
You can hear season 4.
But they have a little button that says like push to talk, and you can like hello. It's so cool.
Ooh.
I don't know what squelching is.
I think it's the noise, the tones, the beeps and squeaks and
Don't
squelches.
mess with it. Nicole said don't.
Oh, and you didn't tell me that. I like to touch things and mess with things.
But yeah, it's really cool. It's supposed to be from the 70s or so. And my friend literally got it off eBay and like got 2 of them.
Well, you would need a spare, right? One to talk to your friend.
Yeah, it's like the coolest thing ever.
Just remember to say over.
I know, right?
Super Russ says back in the day, they just had a cup with a string talking to the cup. And Delta says that he and his brother used to take that stuff apart, see how it works. So I don't know how long it would take. He says both my brother and I would have taken ours apart, and then by then after a day. So there you go. JP is here. Good morning to you, JP. Charlie's just putting a little jam on her bagel there so she can have a few bites.
I have a ton of stickers too.
Cups are for coffee. That's true. Lady Fantastic is here. Good morning. She is going to be on Comic Gories on Monday night. So be ready for that. JP and I got to meet up this weekend and piece together our categories. What is up, White Tiger? How you doing? Good to see you, Ruben Guzman, in the chat. Yes, Charlie is here. She's just bipping around a little bit. Let's see here. Yes. Oh Lordy. I got to remember your how to make a graphic for you, Caroline. I thought we had something with a cat that we had made, and I've already forgotten. I got to rebuild all that. I got to redesign your logo.
We have a.
Oh my gosh. One more person. Sorry. No Good Comics is here. Justin made a hilarious video that I'm already trying to find a way to like riff on it. If you haven't been watching him on Instagram, his latest video is hilarious. It's amazing. So shout out to you, Justin. All right, you got some stickers you want to share?
Yeah.
Do we have to share all of them? That's a lot of stickers.
I know.
Do you even know what is that that's the Stranger Things? These are all Stranger Things.
Yes.
My God.
I've gotten 4 packs this year.
Oh my gosh.
One of them was a double, so I had to give it to Charlie.
So here's Dustin doing some karaoke with one of the what are they called?
Demogorgons.
The Demigorgons.
The
There you go.
Dogs. Yeah.
We got let's see here. Where was the bat? I thought the bat was funny. I already lost it. Ah, yeah, there it is. This is the bat that Jonathan's using to try to like beat the Demigorgon. I thought Steve takes it from him. Doesn't John
I
make it?
guess originally.
Nancy and John build it, right?
Jonathan makes
Don't they
it.
hammer the nails? She
Yeah.
hammers the nails in. There's a little Eggo. Yeah, we got stickers, Lady Fantastic. Kate is a Stranger Things obsessive. She's got all of it. She wants everything.
Yeah.
Here they are in their season 3 Ghostbusters suits.
Season 2.
Season 2?
You're so bad.
Sorry, I can't remember all this stuff.
It's kind of funny.
It's too much. I watch it, at least. You know, I haven't seen it. Let's see. Ooh, here's one. This is an homage. There's Dad's Steve.
Oh, yeah.
And this is an homage to to one of the earliest, I think it's the first Robin comic book. So it's Batman and Robin. It's an homage to the first appearance of Batman and Robin, but it's Dustin and Steve.
Here's another bat one.
Right there. Let me see.
I don't know if it's the same one.
Oh, another baseball bat one. Yeah.
That are cool.
Hey, there's Hopper. He looks like he's shaved the side of his head in that. That's a bad sticker.
Yeah.
It looks like he's like shaved the side of his head.
That's a good one.
So lots of fun Stranger Things stickers going on here.
Yeah.
JD Raging Cajun is here. I see Ariel Red is in the chat. What's going on? And Charlie's made it. She's got her new doggy earrings on. The girl's got a lot of earrings now that there are pierced ears in our household. I believe we mentioned that
I didn't get in. Charlie
a couple of months ago, right? You girls got your ears pierced while I was
in October, yeah.
While I was in the desert with my dad doing this show with your uncles, my brothers. So there we go. We got some stickers. Anything else you wanted to share? Do you want to give Charlie a turn? She's kind of eating.
Charlie has it.
How about this? I can share. I got another wall decoration from my ladies. This is a nice Superman 1 to go. I have a Superman 1 Kate gave me. I have a Wonder Woman and a Green Lantern that I bought for myself, and now I got this lovely Superman 1 to go as well. Mm-hmm. These are the sort of metal ones that you can hang up. They've got little holes. You can pin them up. Oh, so my Justice League continues to grow. Aggressively Relaxing is here. Good morning to you. And I bought a new trade, one of the larger complete collection volumes. So most of you will know this, but the girls might not so much. Jonathan Hickman is a very popular writer, and he's been doing all the X-Men stuff. So the House of X and the Powers of X that I've showed you, Powers of 10, is written by him, and he's been in charge of X-Men the last few years. He got very popular doing the Fantastic Four, and this is the first volume in his complete collection of the Fantastic Four. It collects the first 5 issues of Dark Reign, Fantastic Four, and then the next 9 issues he did on Fantastic Four, plus some other material thrown in as well. So you got about 15 comics collected in here.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Looks like some Spider-Man maybe appearing at some point or another. Different monsters and baddies and things. Artwork by, let's see who we got. Looked like Bendis or Bagley, but maybe I'm wrong. Nope. Sean Chen.
Addie Grant.
Let's see. Addie Granoff. Yeah, you're right. Addie Granoff did some stuff there. And Neil Edwards did some artwork on the inside. So there you go. I got a few different artists going. I hear great things about it. I've never read it. And I saw this for 50% off in my shop. And I was like, yeah, let's get number 1. So here we go. Fantastic Four by Jonathan Hickman. Something to enjoy. Yeah, you can check it out. That was a little treat to myself. Yes, Tacoma got cream cheese and jelly on a bagel over here. Chillmonger's in the chat. What is going on, sir? I hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's off to a good new year. I know a lot of exciting things happening in our community. Lots of people talking about the big books they got last year. If you missed it on Wednesday night, Alec and I counted down our favorite books of last year that we read. So we went through a lot of the hot indies and the Marvel and DC books from last year, highlighting some of our favorites. And it was a fun time. We listed a whole bunch of good reads. Legion of Comics, my man, you arrived in time for me to let's jump into a book that Mark and I both love.
I thought this was one of the best issues of Superman Son of Kal-El in a little while. I've always really liked it, but this was an action-packed episode or issue, sorry. And you got a lot of time looking at, did I hide a comment? Sorry. I clicked on, I might have clicked on the wrong thing. Sorry, Mark. Hope I didn't. He's right here. That's Mark. They spent a lot of time on the bad guy, which I thought was really cool. What's going on, Shop? How's it going? I thought they spent a lot of time looking at the bad guy, what he's doing, what his nefarious plans are. You even got a Batman cameo at the beginning, and I thought it was kind of cool. So you got some good fights. Where are we going here? Some really great fighting. This is getting back into the Superman stuff that I really, really enjoyed from the beginning, where we got to see him, getting into the action. And then, of course, the reveal at the end of kind of like the villainous plans of the bad guy, what he's going to be doing and what that's going to mean.
What's he going to be doing?
He's sort of creating a superpowered army. He's got them all sort of bottled up in these little jars. So I've been really enjoying it. I thought this was a lot of fun. I've watched everyone in this live chat, says Chillmonger. There you go. He's already subbed up to the crew. Look at that. Lots of good creators in this chat for sure. People who are making a ton of videos, reading a bunch of good books. So this was a really fun read. Of course, Tom Taylor's he's great. He's great. So good stuff all around. Big Will has arrived, and so has Zen Multiverse. And I was watching Zen playing Super Mario. Very entertaining the other day, Zen. I heard the sound bum bum bum. Yeah, on that last page, that was a fun villain plan reveal for sure. Absolutely. Charlie, can I show off your Lego set? Is that okay? So Charlie got a Lego set. You might have seen it on my Instagram because she built it while we were up in the mountains. But it came with Carnage. There's Carnage with his fun like tentacle pieces on his back. Put him right there on the side. It came with, of course, Spider-Man, because Spider-Man fights Carnage. There he is. And the main part of the deal was it came with Robbie Reyes, the Ghost Rider. It's probably not going to get into very good focus, but there he is. And you have to have the car. If you're going to have Robbie, you got to have his car. Look at that Charger, man. It looks amazing. With the flame on the wheels and on the side here. Come on, man.
Really cool.
It looks awesome. This is a really cool set, I will say. A legitimately cool set. We have to rebuild Johnny Blaze because we have the Johnny Blaze motorcycle and we have Johnny. But this came out really cool. So I am digging the Charger, and I think it came out really nice. So boom. Enjoyed that. That was one of the Lego sets Charlie got. And she built it over the vacation. So we have a new Ghost Rider in the house. The Ghost Rider is fire. I agree. Just got done building the Lego Batman tumbler. Nice. And I think the Bearded Comic Bro did the same thing. He got the new Batmobile and he rebuilt that one. Smiley Tori in the chat. Good morning to you. We saw Captain, and now we got the better half here. Smiley, good morning. All right, Caters. What?
Smiley is Captain's wife?
Yeah. Did you have some books or stuff you wanted to share, Kate? I feel like you got a big pile there.
Yeah, I have a lot of books.
You got a ton of stuff.
We don't have to share it all if you don't want to.
Chad is here, 90 miles from comics. We need to see little 90. It's been a while. I want to see some little 90. I feel like it's been too long.
He's too cute.
Is Pop Up in here?
I have not seen Pop this morning. Hopefully everything's doing all right over there.
Bailey.
He does have Bailey, probably walking the dog. Yep. Just got done. He says with little 90, he got it in the Hot Wheels track for his cars. I mean, hey, that sounds exactly like me when I was little too. So boom, there you go. All right. What do you want to share, Caters?
I want to share this for Papa because it's in his.
Well, you want to save it then? You want to wait? We'll save it for later. Ooh, here's a good graphic novel from Emma Thummer.
Brenna.
Is it Brenna? My eyes, sorry. Brenna. Put it a little closer. Brenna Thummer. This is
Thumler.
Sheets. Thumler. Man. Graphic. It's a graphic novel. There you go. What's this one all about, Caters?
Well, basically, the main character of the story, her name is Marjorie.
Okay.
I don't know exactly. Marge, I think. And so her mom died like a year or two ago, and her dad's really like depressed about it, and she's running the laundromat that her family owns without her parents. And so basically the ghosts in the town, they're just trying to help people.
Mm-hmm.
So
These
they're
are
helping
friendly
her-
ghosts?
Yeah. So they're helping her like recover from everything with her mom.
Hmm.
And there's a guy who like wants to buy their property, but he's broke. Like he doesn't tell them that, but
Mhm.
he is broke. And so they're just like helping each other.
Nice.
It's a really cool story.
Smiley Tori agrees. She says it's a decent little read, actually. So she's read it as well. Marjorie Finnegan causing trouble as a ghost now. I mean,
Mhm.
could be. We have the free comic book day one, and she's read a couple issues. There you go.
It's really good.
I have, and I can get to that in just a bit. It made my top 5 of 2021, and the final issue just dropped this last week, and I read it on, I believe, Friday. So yes, I am all caught up. That was the final issue for now. So there are sequels to this, right?
There's one sequel for
What is the sequel called?
I don't remember.
I'm trying to remember too,
Sorry.
because you read the sequel first, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't say here. Okay.
I swear, I know it. I own the book.
It's not going to be probably listed in
You
there because it's
remember,
probably printed
Charlie?
first.
Charlie, do you
That
remember?
was just sheets.
Hmm.
It was the camera one, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know.
But there's 2 in that series, just so you know. And I don't want to miss Ariel Red's super chat here. Sorry, we were in the middle of talking, but there we go. So let's see what we can play here. She needs a dolphin.
Hey.
And let's do the little meat party.
Me party. A party for myself. I'm having a me party, and I need nobody else.
Oh, and Pop Pop jumped in at just the right time. Good morning to you, Pop Pop. Hope you're doing well, Dad. Hope you're off to a nice weekend here. Hope everything's going all right over there with Bailey the puppy. Let's see, okay. Somebody wanted me to discuss. Sorry, Zen wanted to mention this was the final issue of Not All Robots. They are planning a second story arc, but I don't think that there's going to be any time real soon when that's going to start dropping. So I can't promise that. The comic has been one of the funniest things I've read all year. Very odd look at a future where robots do everything and humans are just like the pets that robots keep at home. And a very interesting look at the relationship. I thought there were some huge reveals and some powerful discussions about this system here in the final issue. But I really was expecting more from the final issue. So the final issue was not as good as I had hoped. And it just didn't have the same comedy or satire. It felt far more serious, which I'm fine with. But it just, the first 4 issues are on another level. And so this one, was not as good for me. But by saying that, it's still better than most other comic books I'm reading. So there you go. You are really enjoying that bagel today.
Kate's going.
It's Kate's turn. She wants to share something because Pop Pop is here,
Yeah.
I believe.
Pax.
How'd you get this book?
I got it from Pop-Up's Circle of Books. Basically, that's what I call it. Where like you trade out books that he's already read with other family members.
My dad has a tradition of Christmas time putting out a bunch of hardcovers and softcover novels that he's read that year or has interest in reading in a couple of cases, and allowing people to kind of take and pick and choose. And then when you finish your book, you try to get it back to him, and he puts it back into the melting pot, and you can try to get another one. And I tend to take a couple of them with me to go up in the mountains when the girls ski, read through them, and hand them off to my brothers who are with me so that they can read them as well. Kate grabbed Pax by Sarah Pennypacker.
Yeah, it was really good actually. The ending was kind of sad, so I'm not.
It's an actual novel, not a graphic novel, right? Very
No.
few illustrations. There are illustrations, but not a bunch.
But there's only
Can I
like
show
a
those?
few of them.
Yeah.
There are some black and white, sort of charcoal looking drawings,
So basically, it's about this boy,
but it's
and I can't remember his name, which is really bad. But
Okay. Pax, Runt,
no,
Bristle.
I feel like it's a B name. Where can I find it?
I said Bristle, but no. What's up, Jay Nunya? Good
Peter.
to see you. And Kelvin, good to see you.
It's Peter.
It's 6 p.m. in Germany, and we're doing Saturday morning. Yeah, sorry about that. And technically, if you're on the East Coast, it's noon right now. So it's Saturday lunchtime comics,
Saturday Noon Comics.
right?
But so it's basically about this boy named Peter, and he has a fox, and he grew up with this fox. He's had it ever since he was like 8, and he's like 12 now, so he's had him for like 4 years or so.
Okay.
And so his dad's going to war, and Peter has to go live with his grandfather, and his grandfather won't allow the fox to be there, so they have to let the fox go. And so then the grandfather is kind of like not a great grandfather, so Peter leaves and tries to. The whole story is about him trying to find Pax, and
So he had to let the fox go, and now he's trying to get it back.
yeah,
Okay.
and so all this like Pax is the fox's name.
Yes.
And Pax is like found some other foxes, and he's like kind of being okay. And
Starting a new life, kind of.
yeah, and so Peter he breaks his leg while he's trying to find Pax,
Oh, wow.
and he finds this barn, and this lady like teaches him how to be stronger. She like
Like
keeps
to
him.
heal his injury.
Yeah,
And
she keeps him in her care for like a month or like 3 weeks or something. And she really like helps him a lot, and he helps her a lot with some of her past trauma, because she was in the war and she lost her leg, so she knows what it's like to have like no strength.
where does this take place?
I don't think it ever really says, but
Okay.
I feel like it's somewhere in
But it's not like a
England.
fantasy world or anything like that,
no.
right?
It's during World War II.
Oh, it's during World War II?
I think so.
So then it might be somewhere in Europe?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. That
I
makes
don't exactly
more
know.
sense. Okay. I've heard great things about it,
It
and
was really good.
I've had copies in classrooms that I've visited, or one. I think I had even one in my own, but I've never read it, so
You
I was
should read
excited.
it. It's really good.
Well, I'll have to add it to my list if Pop will give it back. But I've already read 2 of this year's. What did you call them? Circle books or something? What did you?
Book Circle.
Books from Pop's book circle. I read the Stephen King book that he had, the new one.
916.
It's a character's name. It's
Bill.
like Billy
Billy Summers.
Summers. And then I also read The Midnight Library, which is another book I got
So
from Pop
good.
Up. And both of my girls read it. And
It was so good.
we'll discuss that here in a little bit. 2 Boys and Their Pops is here. What's going on, Eric? Good to see you, man. Yeah, happy holidays to you and yours. Those that watch this show pretty regularly might have seen the episode with my dad about 2 months ago when he mentioned reading The Midnight Library, and it really piqued my interest. And I got it from him right around the holidays and read it over break. And then my girls both read it as well. So we will get into that. So this is a thumbs up for the Pax.
The ending was really sad.
Oh no,
So
spoiler. Okay.
no one die or anything, but like it was really sad still. So it's probably like a 9.5 out of 10, just because I didn't want to handle the ending, but I knew it was coming.
You could feel it. It had that kind of tone.
You know, kind of at the beginning of the story what's gonna happen.
Gotcha. Delta likes blueberry bagels with blueberry cream cheese.
Oh, I want to try that.
You want to try that?
There's a bagel place that we went to once for lunch, and it was really good.
Yeah.
That's mine, but I want to go there today.
It was in Dana Point.
You just ate a bagel for breakfast.
I want to go there today for lunch
You want to have bagels for breakfast and lunch
and dinner.
and dinner.
Bagel day.
It's bagel day.
Bagel day.
All right.
Yes.
So there you go. A recommendation
He said
from
all right.
Kate for PAX.
He said yes. He agrees with me.
So I'm going to explain what Midnight Library is all about, and then I'll give the girls a chance to kind of talk a little bit about their feelings about it. It is definitely a book that has It's a Wonderful Life quality to it. The idea that a character would have to look back on their life and make decisions about how they feel. It is a prose novel, meaning no pictures. It's about 300 pages, give or take. And the central character is a woman in her 20s, I believe.
30s.
Is she in her 30s? No, yeah, you're right. She's older. She's in her 30s. Yeah, she's in her 30s, who takes her own life and immediately wakes up in this sort of in-between world space that quickly appears to look like a library. And there's a librarian who was her librarian when she was in high school and who she felt a connection with. And the woman is basically guiding her through the books. And she says that the books are all the possible lives that this girl could have lived. And so, if she had gone to this college, she might have ended up over here. If she had married this person, she might have ended up over here. If she had studied this topic or participated in this athletics event, these are all the different ways her life could have ended up. And the woman gives her a book that's very big and says, this is your book of regrets. And the woman can look through it, and the weight of it is pretty intense, from little things all the way to big regrets. And she basically is forced to go and live different versions of her life. When she opens a book, she'll go into it exactly at the same date and time that she took her life and start to live that life. And if she likes one of them or finds the perfect one, she can stay there and go and live. But if not, the library is slowly kind of deteriorating and she's going to pass on. And so the book is a look at all the different ways her life could have gone as a musician, as an athlete, as a scientist, at all these different paths. It's a very powerful kind of concept. I was just curious what you want to say about it, Kate.
I thought it was really interesting because you get to see her name is Nora, by the way, Nora Seatley.
Yes, Nora is the main character. Robert, what's going on, Robert? I hung out with Robert last night. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
And it was a really good book. Like, it was interesting to see all the different sides of her because so basically in each of the lives there was something that was missing. Like somebody died, like somebody wasn't existent in this world.
Right.
Someone she had met. So there was something like that from her root life, they call it.
Yes.
That wasn't there in the life. So that was kind of cool for her to
because she's picking a life where there were different choices made earlier.
Yeah.
And that might mean she's not friends with somebody, never met somebody, or that person died because they weren't connected to her in the same way they were.
Yeah.
It's a Wonderful Life, right?
Yeah.
That if you remove somebody or change some things, you don't see all the ways that things are connected.
My favorite one was the one where she was like a musician, a famous
musician.
musician.
So she was part of a band with some group of friends and had given up on it.
Yeah.
But in
And
one
her
of her
brother.
lives, they were incredibly successful and popular. And so she was like a rock star, basically.
And yeah, that was a really good one.
What's up, Kevin?
I don't know. Like,
No spoilers.
Did I say hi to
yeah,
Tony?
I know.
What's up, Tony?
The reveal of what's missing from this life was like really, it was like a slow burn. So it was really good. And I don't know, like it was just a really interesting like take on like the afterlife and how everything works.
Yeah.
I want to do that. Like I want to try that when I'm.
Ariel says it reminds her of like the choose your own adventure books where she's basically getting to
Yeah.
choose her own life. But of course, invariably, each time she's trying one of those, it's like a shoe that doesn't quite fit. And she's kind of trying to figure out
Which one fits better.
why was she unhappy? And just because she's a successful rock star, instead of working in the music shop, is success what makes her happy? And then is like, no, it will be marriage. So is she happy when she's married?
And she tries that out with a bunch of different people. And
Does that make her happy? No. Is it doing something for the environment, for the world? Does that make her happy? And so it's really about these deeper themes of what makes us feel good, what makes us feel fulfilled. What did you think of the book, Charlie?
I liked it.
That's all you got?
I really liked, like Kate said, like when they had reveals of what was missing in each story. That was really fun.
Uh-huh.
And I liked.
Which life did you think was most interesting to you?
I liked the one with the marriage.
Which marriage? Because I think she had a couple, right?
Molly.
who?
Where she had the little girl,
Yeah, Molly.
With Axel. Is that
Ash.
his name? Ash.
Ash. So then there was like a little girl that she got to be a mom, right? Which was weird for her because she never gave birth to a baby, raised a baby. She just instantly was a mom for the first time and had a full-grown like kid.
Yeah.
Not full-grown, but I mean like, a kid
Yeah, and it
who
was
could
just kind of
talk and
her-
knew her, and yet she didn't know because she didn't live that life up
and
to then.
she was really confused because in one of the Book of Regrets it says, "I wish it was. I regret like not wanting children."
Yeah, I
But it was
regret that I didn't
blinking.
have kids.
It was
Yeah,
blinking.
she
And it
regretted
was
that.
changing, and because it was. Did she? It was because like sometimes she did regret it, but other times she was like, "I don't really want a child." So-
Kate, why don't we do that later? It is that loud. So the book again is called The Midnight Library. It has it's a wonderful lifestyle to it. Some pretty heavy concepts, but also some really interesting looks at humanity and life. So obviously it was a perfect book for my dad. Plus, definitely highlights the value of libraries and educators and those people that have an impact on us when we're young. All things that check a lot of boxes for my dad and for me. So I'm glad you girls liked it. I definitely recommend it if you enjoy reading stuff that's not just comics. If you want to read something different, I think it's a quick read, something you could enjoy, and also has a lasting impact beyond just that one, quick read.
It was really cool. I loved it.
Yeah. I believe it was Jay who wanted me to do what my thumbnail is promising. I used this image for my thumbnail because this week was the final issue that Jonathan Hickman is writing for X-Men. And he's moving on to other things. He's leaving other people in charge. This is a fun Rogue and X-23 cover.
Wait,
Where-
how did-
Mystique, and X-23.
Why is it? Why are they? Why is she?
Because she
not-
can look like anybody, right?
Why
So
is
she's
she-
looking like
Why X-23?
because it's cool,
Hmm.
right?
What issue 4 though?
Yeah, they had 4 issues of this miniseries called Inferno, and this was the final one. These are kind of connecting covers. The first one had Emma Frost, the second one had Magneto, the third one had Moira McTaggart, and this was the final one. So did Hickman end with a comma and not an exclamation mark? I think that is the real disappointment, complaint, tragedy, sadness. The fact is, yeah, he and I don't know who to blame. I think you could blame everybody involved, but it definitely sounds like editorial did not want him to move on. And he was ready for an exclamation point, right? He was ready to say something big or do something risky. And I think they weren't ready. And they wanted to stay in this new version of the X-Men for a little while longer. And as a result, he, as good as this issue is, and this issue is a very good issue, so I'm not chiding Inferno issue 4. It was very entertaining. In fact, Inferno is a wonderful connecting piece to the Powers of X and Powers of 10 and House of X stuff. But does Hickman end with a comma or an exclamation point? It's definitely a comma, no question. And I think the biggest complaints, like Cerebros, my buddy Verno, they're really, the biggest complaint is that people wanted something huge. And I don't think we really got it. So in that way, yeah, it's definitely a comma. He didn't get to move into the next phase, so it has to be a comma. And I think I knew that going in. So I wasn't as frustrated, very sour. Since I didn't read Hickman's interview, I got very Marvel editorial. It does feel Marvel editorial. Now, I wanted to shout out Jason, my guy Claiming Comics. He says there's a really great interview, a podcast, and if you remind me what it's like Jay and Mike, something like this. They have a podcast, and they did an interview, a 2-hour show recently, talking about Hickman. I am only like 40 minutes in on this 2-hour podcast. Jay and Miles, thank you. He said there's some huge, these guys get to, they talk to Hickman. They talk to a lot of the writers and the editorial at Marvel. And he's saying it gets him excited for this year's 2022's X titles. I don't know that it's going to win me over in the sense of like feeling like Hickman ended with an exclamation mark, because I feel like I'm being robbed of the ending, or at least the second part of what Hickman wanted to do, because they're delaying it for a year or 2 years or 3 years or however long they want to delay it. That robs me of something. So even if they are promising that in 2 years they're going to bring him back and he's going to do phase 2, I still feel like I'm being robbed of it. And that's the thing that's going to eat away at me a little bit, I think, with this run, because it's not going to be something that is like complete until they get there. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep reading and trying stuff. I don't know that I'm gonna read everything or stay with everything. I'll read a lot more digitally. I'm not gonna be buying the issues. And if something's great, then I will keep up with it going forward, like Marauders or Hellions or whatever. But yes, definitely a comma. And I do totally recommend, and I was talking to Robert there. Where's Robert? Where is he at? I was talking to Robert Galvin last night about Trial of Magneto and what a powerful Wanda story it was. And I think for WandaVision fans and fans of the Scarlet Witch, the Trial of Magneto was a great miniseries to kind of bring her back, update her relevance, give her some power, give her some redemption. So that was kind of cool. And Inferno also really, really a great read and a wonderful book end to Hickman's time. I just hope it's like only a thing that goes in the middle and that we get more later on. That was me. Jason says Azores was disappointed too until he listened to that interview, but very valid statements too. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. I wanted some game changers. I think that's what I wanted from Inferno, was it to end with some game changers, and it doesn't. Everybody's still alive. They don't kill any huge characters. They don't reshape the world. They don't shake it up in a huge way. No huge thing happens. And I kind of wanted something big, but I don't think they were willing to let him. So it's kind of a drag. JP is here and he says, most likely forever. They broke the momentum. Yeah, and that's a big deal. And to change the momentum, right? I guess 80-20, he never comes back and finishes because he would not be in the place to write it in a couple of years. That would be tragic. If he never comes back, that would be really that would put a bigger hamper on this than anything else. That would be very disappointing. But let's move on. 19 people in the chat. Kate's got a bunch of books to share. Charlie's doing her hair because she's like, Dad's talking X-Men. Ugh. And I missed a super chat from Eric. I'm sorry, Eric. Let me scroll back up. I got talking. Two Boys and His Pop says, a fun family to spend Saturday mornings with. I appreciate you, man. And let's see if we can find something fun to play for you, my good friend. Let's do this one. And you were very tiny, yeah. This one?
We built this city on rockets. Yeah.
So I will be listening to the rest of this, Jason, while I'm putting away Christmas ornaments and packing up the Christmas tree and I'll plug the headphones in and I will listen to it, the full thing. I promise you. Definitely going to do that. Charlie, what were some of the other Christmas presents you wanted to talk about? Are there any books you wanted to talk about? Any stuff that you wanted to share and mention? You have another Lego set over there. You want to grab it? You haven't started building yet.
I thought that was a Lego Friends.
No, it's right there in the bin. You got another Lego
I thought
set.
it was a Lego Friends one.
We haven't started building this one yet. So she's got one more she hasn't built yet.
Oh, yeah, that's the big one.
So this is the next one Charlie's going to be working on. It is a Harry Potter set. Sorry, I'll block me and not you.
Hey, what if?
This is a portion of Hogwarts with the three-headed dog Fluffy blocking the entrance to where they're keeping the Sorcerer's Stone in the original film.
Plus, we get 2 of these.
You get 2 wizard cards, and there's the back side. You can kind of see what it all looks like with the trap door and the snake vines and all that goodies.
Snake vines?
Well, the vines, the vines that like catch them.
Yeah.
Devil's snare, beware, right? That whole thing.
Devil's snare.
Hello to Kyle from Promiscuous Time Traveler. He did his list of I think he did top 50 or 20 books of 2021. Great show. Very funny.
Daddy, what if later today, when you're taking down Christmas ornaments, and I'm building my Harry Potter Lego set, we watch Harry Potter.
I'm not promising you bagels and Harry Potter. I know you've got big plans for today with bagel lunches
I'll
and
cancel
dinners.
bagels and do this.
You're trading bagels for Harry Potter?
Yeah.
That's your swap.
Yes.
Interesting.
And are you okay with it?
No, I'm not promising anything. So this one is another set you get to build.
Yeah.
It even has the little harp.
Yes.
The one that Professor Quirrell is using to lull the dogs to sleep so he can sneak down.
Are so cute.
Well, I mean, they drool a ton and they are very angry. But sure, they're dogs.
This one doesn't look angry. It's happy.
Is it? I mean, I suppose. Interesting.
They can also be asleep.
Fun Harry Potter set for you to build.
You don't want to do that right now.
You want to do it right now? Any other things Kate wants to share? Yes. That was a very emphatic yes. It's been too long. I know you got a bunch of stuff. What do you got here?
Okay, this is a series.
More Stranger Things, folks. Do we have all of them now?
Yeah.
All right. These are the graphic novels from Dark Horse Publishing. Sorry, I got to cover Charlie and me. From Stranger Things. So this is the Dungeons and Dragons one.
Mm-hmm.
We got Science Camp with Dustin. We got Into the Fire, and she's what?
Number 8.
Number 8 from the same lab as Elle.
Elle's sister.
Then this one's all about number 6, another member of the group that was being kept by the evil scientists.
Mm-hmm.
And then lastly, The Other Side. So these are all published through Dark Horse graphic novels. And now, have you read all of them?
Yes.
Is there a best one?
I like this one the most just because it focuses more on the main characters.
Yeah, because this one is all about the D&D games they were playing
kinda
at the
like-
beginning of the first
Yeah.
episode.
It's like what's happening in between the seasons, and they don't really show you that obviously in the seasons. But
Okay.
these ones are more about like this one's obviously about Will and
And the Upside
his
Down.
journey in Upside Down. It tells you
Mhm.
everything he did while he was there.
Sorry.
So I like that one, but I don't know. It was kind of boring, sadly.
Well, then don't count that one as one of the best.
But this one was definitely.
But they're good. You've been enjoying them. I don't remember hearing any complaints. It was always like more. But you say more about everything Stranger Things.
Yeah. So I really liked them. Yeah. But definitely the Dungeons and Dragons is my favorite.
Just because it's like the main characters and everybody's in it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And you get to see a little bit of their D&D characters, right?
Yeah.
Because I thought I saw that
Back.
right at the beginning, right? Somewhere at the beginning. Ugh.
Yeah, there's that.
I mean, there's this where you can see them all
Can I show you who's who?
fighting the dragon. Give me a second. Oh my goodness. So answer.
It's at the end.
The one I liked was somewhere in the middle here, but you would know though. I'm sure I'm wrong. Oh my goodness. There, that one. That's the one I liked. Because you can kind of see them all.
Yeah, it's on the sir. You can see it on the next page. Right here. Told you.
There's a dwarf and a
Okay,
dark elf
This one's Max. That one's Lucas. Dustin, Mike,
and
11.
11.
Will's the
Because she's
dungeon
playing
master.
now. What was the podcast called again? It was called Jay and Miles Explain the X-Men. So they are explaining it. There's no EX in explain. They were explaining the X-Men.
Plan words.
And if I can find a hot link for you on the specific episode, because they have like almost 350 podcast episodes that they've done. And you have the Dungeons and Dragons Stranger Things set.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
where it shows you kind of like what the game they were playing is.
Yeah.
Right.
It's really good. It's really cool.
There you go.
But yeah, so I got those. Charlie, if you want to look at all of them.
Do you want to look at all of them?
Thanks.
Okay. She's taking it. She took it. Bronze Page, what is going on? Happy New Year to you. Thank you for coming by and hanging with us. We're just looking at some of the books we got for Christmas, some of the things we read over break.
I got this one. It's like a sticker book.
It's
really cool.
actually the official sticker album.
I'm sorry. So it gives you all
More
those.
Stranger Things stickers.
Yeah, it gives you all those, and then there's trivia questions at the beginning.
Okay, now we're
Are
talking.
you ready?
I am ready for. Let's see.
They're fairly easy though.
Let's do. How many trivia questions you got?
Okay,
Let's see.
it's not like Jeopardy. These ones are like who said it.
Okay, and I
Okay?
think we did some of these, but how many do you have?
8.
8 trivia questions. Can I tell you who said it?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Okay, these are pretty easy.
Number 1.
Mouth breather.
Jeez. See, they're not easy. They're not easy. It's
Yeah,
2
they're not.
words. Mouth breather.
It's a line from the show.
I understand from the show. Jeez. But it's only 2 words. I guess Kate is really into Stranger Things. Wow. Yeah. See, right, Tony? Mouth breather. Who's
Here, do you want an easier one?
mouth breather? What season are these
Season
from?
1.
These are all season 1.
No.
No.
I'll tell you what season they are. when we
Okay,
get to them.
this one is
one's
season 1. Season 1. Somebody calls somebody a mouth breather.
Yeah.
Is it Jonathan?
No,
Who is it?
it's one of the younger kids.
It's one of the younger kids calling who are they calling a mouth breather? Steve?
The bullies.
Uh-huh. Michael?
It's 11.
It's 11.
Yeah.
11 called somebody a mouth breather.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
remember
it.
that.
She's like,
Don't remember that.
okay.
Okay.
How many children are you friends with?
How many children
This
are
is
you?
season
Oh,
3.
so they're asking Steve this.
Yes.
It's the girl who works in the shop
Robin.
with him. What's her name?
Robin.
Robin.
Yeah.
Robin is played by Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke's daughter. What's her name?
Maya Hawke.
Maya Hawke.
Mhm.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Got one. I'm 1 for 1.
Mornings are for coffee and
Well,
contemplation.
come on, that's Hopper.
That's the easiest one.
That's
so.
that is a classic one. So now I'm 2 for 1. I'm
I
good.
would go, but I would already get them.
You know, out of all my brother's friends, you're my favorite.
Well, that's Mike. What's the little boy's his sister? The Nancy.
Yes.
Nancy. There you go. 3 and 1.
Okay. Being
I
a
can't
freak,
remember. I don't remember their actual names. It's been so long.
Being a freak is the best. I'm a freak.
Being the freak is the best. I'm a freak. That's Nancy's brother, right? Is that
No.
Mike?
No.
Is that her brother though?
Yes, that is her brother.
Mike is
but
not
he's
her brother.
saying-
Mike is her brother.
That's
but
what I'm
not-
asking. I'm
oh,
trying to remember because if I have the wrong name for the wrong
Mike's
person,
her brother, but it's not.
It's
that
not
his
him.
Line.
Being a freak is the best. Is it Dustin?
No, it's older.
Older?
Yeah.
I don't know. Who is it?
It's Jonathan.
Jonathan.
He's talking to Will.
All right.
And then Will's
So
like,
I'm now
is that why
3.
you don't have any
Sorry,
friends?
3 for 2. 3 and 2. I'm 3 and 2. All
He
right.
says that, and then Will's like, is that why you don't have any friends? He like roasts him.
Wow.
Yeah. There's more to life than stupid boys, you know.
There's more to life than stupid boys, you know.
Season 3.
Sounds like Max.
Yep.
All right. Max is the redheaded girl who joins the crew in season 2 and is friends with, what is the boy? Lucas? Yes. Whew. All right. So I'm 4 and 2.
Okay. I think this is season 2.
Season 2.
You act. These two are difficult. Okay.
Okay.
You act like you're all alone out there in the world, but you're not. You're not alone.
Season
didn't
2. You
even-
act like you're all alone out there in the world, but you're not. You're not alone. Act like you're all alone out there in the world. You're not, but you're not alone.
Well,
This
first-
doesn't sound like one of the kids.
It's one of the older ones. Like
Yeah.
The way older ones.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like one of the kids.
Mhm.
I think you're all alone in the world, but you're not. Is it?
You can see the actors if you know them.
Well, as a woman, so that's obviously almost already wrong. I was thinking it was Sean Astin's character, Bob.
No.
No, can I
Not
say
Bob.
who it is?
Who is it?
No.
Joyce.
It's Joyce.
She says.
I
to
thought it was
Jonathan.
somebody saying it
She
to
says
Joyce.
to Jonathan.
That's funny. I thought they were telling Joyce. Okay,
No. Okay, this one. It's
I'm
one of the
4
kids.
and 3.
One of the
This is the
kids.
last one.
Yeah.
Last question. Can I end up
Season 1.
with 5 and 3, or do I end up split 4 and 4?
It's one of the kids.
Well, you have to tell
Season
me.
1.
Don't tell me.
We have a lot of rules in our party, but the most important is friends don't lie. Never ever, no matter what.
Oh, I know who it
That
is.
sounds like Mike.
No,
That's not Michael.
No.
no, he has a little sister.
This is Lucas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, so I finished 4 and 4.
Okay, there's some more character trivia. Do you want it?
Sorry, folks. I am a failure.
Do you want more?
I don't know that we need more trivia. Let's
Okay.
share a few more things.
Then
So
I
there you go,
have-
folks. That was anticlimactic.
I
is
have
what
a
they call it.
coloring book that's like really cool.
You want to show them the cover first, right? Stranger Things coloring book. Heck yeah.
Yeah, huh?
She's
It's
into
really
it right now. It's
cool.
all Stranger Things.
Like
all of
it's
it.
so cool. So yeah, there's that, and then I have this is the favorite. It's something I've wanted for a really long time.
World's turned upside
It's
down.
down.
That was a little Hamilton for
Hamilton.
everybody. So this is designed to look like an old library book.
Yeah.
It's designed to have the plastic sleeve, the little like funny sticker. It's designed to look like it's torn when it's not. It's all faked out.
Yeah.
And on the inside, it's designed to look like an old book, but it's
So it's a
actually a new
behind-the-scenes
book.
book.
Yeah, about the history
It's
of
so
all the
cool.
Stranger
Can I
Things
have it?
elements and the shooting of the show and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
So it tells you about like the decor and some of the houses.
So this one's called Worlds Turned Upside Down, Stranger Things. Lots
And
of stuff going on
It
here.
tells you about the actors in the beginning
Uh-huh.
too. So it shows you like,
There's
for example,
Mike.
Finn, Mike, whatever. And so yeah, that's really cool. And then it shows them it talks it
Nancy,
talks,
there
yeah.
she is.
There's Nancy and it talks.
Is this a map of
it's stuck in
Hawkins?
there. It's a map of Hawkins.
Wow, it even comes with a giant
It's
map
so
of Hawkins.
small though.
Wow.
Like Hawkins is so tiny.
It's a tiny town. Yeah, Hawkins, Indiana. Is that what it is?
Yeah. But yeah, and then it's so cool. It has the little Morse code thing that Elle uses in season 2 to decode Hopper's messages.
Oh,
When
his
she-
Morse code. Nice.
Yeah, so that's really cool. And then it tells you all about the Upside Down and the Demogorgons, and it tells you about all the characters, and it interviews the characters, shows behind the scenes pictures.
That's
It's
hilarious.
so
It's
cool.
it's everything you've ever wanted.
It's
How many
so
times have you
cool.
read the whole thing now?
A lot of times.
Bronze Page says, any thoughts on current shows, ratings up to 5 stars, any current movies? The Matrix was not good. No, I agree with what you're saying there. They will have a season 4 this year, Eric, Boys and Pops. It's this summer.
Yeah, summer 2022, finally.
So they're going to have a new season dropping this summer for Stranger Things.
They started shooting it in 2020, and literally the second day they
Yeah.
were sent home for quarantine.
Mm.
So,
But as far
unfortunate.
as what we are watching or enjoying, my wife and I are watching the second season of The Witcher with Henry Cavill. We really enjoyed season 1, and we're watching season 2 of that. We just are nearing the end of our third time watching Ted Lasso because it is just a phenomenal series on Apple Plus or Apple TV. So if you have Apple TV or if you bought a new iPad or iPhone recently, you get a free access to the Apple TV platform.
take advantage.
It's definitely worth watching Ted Lasso. It is hilarious. It is impactful. It is creative, original, and there's other stuff on there you can enjoy as well. So that is Ted Lasso is the best TV show I've watched in a really long time, maybe since Lost. Like it's been a long. It's probably the best show since Lost.
Whoa.
So it's very, very worth your time. Very much so.
What about Scrubs?
Scrubs was before Lost. Yeah.
Bummer.
So, anyways, trying to think of other things my wife and I might be watching. Haven't watched a ton of movies in the
watched
last few
Encanto.
years.
That was
Encanto,
really
that
good.
was a really cute one. Disney Plus.
I want to watch.
Is it
again.
Pixar?
No. I
No,
don't think
it's just
so.
a regular Disney
Mhm.
animation. But yeah, Encanto was
By
really great. Good
Lin-Manuel
music
Miranda.
by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Um,
Did you girls like the TikTok boom? Tick
Tick
boom.
Tick Boom. That was so good. Oh my god, I was crying at the end.
I was doing a live stream, so I didn't get to watch. The girls were enjoying Andrew Garfield
I actually found it
starring
quite
in
boring.
Tick Tick Boom. You thought it was boring?
Kind of just because I wasn't really into it. I was kind of like,
That's also music by Lin-Manuel,
It
right?
took-
Yep.
yeah, it took a really long time for things to happen, and it was kind of like very confusing. I was like, why isn't he just doing something?
Hmm.
So it
Oh,
wasn't
that's
my
good.
best favorite movie, but I would watch it.
Was it
again.
interesting to see Andrew Garfield play somebody other than Spider-Man?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's a very good actor, Andrew
My
Garfield.
friend was talking about him in The Social Network.
Yes, I mean, The Social Network's a great movie, and that's how I first saw Andrew Garfield in a movie. He has the second lead, I guess. He's the second main character because he's not Mark
Justin
Zucker- He's not
Timberlake's in
Mark.
that one,
Yeah,
right?
Justin Timberlake's in it, but he doesn't play Zuckerberg.
Jesse Eisenberg does, I thought.
Yes, he
Mhm.
plays. Yeah.
I'm so smart. I know an actor's name, bro.
Hey,
Okay,
man.
sorry.
Well, and you saw him as Lex Luthor, right? Jesse Eisenberg. He plays Lex Luthor in the Snyder cut, Justice League,
Wait, can I say one more thing?
and in other movies as well.
But yeah, Tick Tick Boom was so good, and the new Spider-Man movie was so good. And
Yes, we did see the new
Yeah.
Spider-Man film during vacation on the Sunday when our winter vacation started, and all really loved it and all really enjoyed
I really
that.
want to see it again.
So that's a phenomenal movie. I hadn't been to the movie theater in 2 years. So
Yeah.
And what was the last? I was trying to think of the last Marvel movie we saw in the theater before
Last
that.
actual movie I saw was Raya and the Last Dragon because
I didn't see that one. Yeah, you saw that. I didn't see that. We got some other people jumping in the chat, like Sleepy Reader, my
Can I-
friend.
can I
How
say
are you doing? And I saw several people talking about The Witcher. I know my man Robert G is a Witcher fan, and I just thought it was really well done. Yeah, Witcher season 2 came out in the middle of December or somewhere, and I'm already 2-3 episodes in. Really great. And hold on, wait, we got Gore Vidal in the chat. And Gore says, I was just on a live stream where everybody hates Russell, King, Bendis, and Hickman. It was like Bizarro World, different crowd than those here. Comics are a diverse medium. I mean, that's a great point. Everybody has people they might prefer or enjoy. Just don't tell me where that channel is because I want to avoid those people.
Daddy,
Those aren't my people.
I found
The 21 people in this chat are my people.
that's some really cool covers.
But that is a fun cover.
And there's also this one
Ooh, that's creepy.
and this one.
See, the problem is we want to share them with other people.
Yeah, but there's a lot.
So how do I mark them? Here we go. I'll do my best. So here's some fun covers Charlie's got.
This one, I think I really like the color.
Yeah, they all have a similar color style with hot and cold
That's my
mixed,
favorite.
yellow and blue.
That's my that one and the next one.
This one's kind of creepy with that mask.
That's because it's part of her story.
And then that one is fun with the shattered mirror. There you go.
Okay.
Hey, Luke from Hydra Collectibles, our friend in England, is here. Good to see you, Luke.
Okay. So the other day we're learning about the Constitution and like Alexander Hamilton and Thomas Jefferson.
I want to
at
take a look
school.
at this.
Don't spill it.
I'm not going to, but it would be very easy because of the amount of stuff you put on. There's like a
There's
mountain.
not enough if I put a little. It's just
There's
not
a
enough.
mountain of everything bagel spread on there.
And the underside has some too. But so we're learning about, the Constitution and right now we're learning specifically about Alexander Hamilton and Thomas Jefferson, how they argued.
The founding of our country.
Mhm. And
Oh,
so
those are tickets.
So my teacher was like, we're gonna watch a Hamilton song. They bleeped out. It was so funny how they like jump cutted from different cuss words. It was so funny.
you listened to it in class?
We were listening to the cabinet battle where it's like, yeah, it's really good. But so we were listening to it in class, and he was like, "How many of you seen Hamilton?" And I raised my hand. There was like 3 people in like a 22 people classroom, and I was like, "You guys are so uncultured." And then I was like,
"You uncultured swines."
And so I was like mouthing all the lyrics, and the kid next to me was like, "How do you know this?" And I was like, "How do you not?
Yeah.
It's Hamilton."
Yep. It's classic. I think that wraps it up for us. I think we've shared so many items. I've went through a couple of my new. Oh, you know what? I'll do one more comic because I wanted to share my read of the week. My favorite book I read this week was Nita Hawes' Nightmare blog, which introduced a really interesting new character named Anansi. Anansi is the god of spiders. You can see him here on the cover with all the spiders crawling across him, and he's playing dice because he's the storyteller, and he controls people's stories and where they lead them, all the little webs that he spins. Sorry. The god of stories and knowledge, and sometimes considered to be a trickster, was a very interesting addition to this Philadelphia universe. And here he is barging his way. I don't want to bend it. I just bent the book. Barging his way into a dice game on the streets of are they Baltimore in this one? I think it's very The Wire-esque, but really, really a good issue of this series, which I didn't love issue 1. I liked issue 2 a lot. I do love this issue 3.
Two
So
things.
really good.
1, we need to get off because it's over past an hour. And
Yes.
2, have you ever read Carrie by Stephen King?
Stephen King. Yeah.
It's a classic.
What's it about?
A young girl discovering that she is growing out of being a child and becoming a young woman, and dealing with the hateful, rude people that she's finding in the world around her, and that her power might be
What's her
more than
power?
they can handle. It's a lot of different things. It's very much
Try not
Stephen
to
King
spoil.
trying to do like a mutant coming of age story, superpower kind of thing. But there you go. Gore Vidal says one of the reasons George Washington was great is that he managed Jefferson and Hamilton in his cabinet. Mischievous characters, indeed. There you go. Nunya says, I remember when I was in public school, we had to take a test on the Braveheart movie in history class. That's wild. Jeff Schultz, what's going on, Schultz? One love, my man. I hope you're doing well. Neil Gaiman's novel Anansi Boys is a lot of fun. Son of the god Anansi. There you go. So this is a character based on that same god archetype. And I thought it was really cool. So Sleepy Reader, look, you got this chat always drops the best knowledge, I gotta say. We are going to get out of here. We're going to get on with our day. We're going to get that tree put away. I'm going to listen to that Jay and Miles explain the X-Men podcast so that I can understand what Hickman's plan is for 2022 and beyond. I hope everybody's doing well. We got, just at the last second, we got Steve from Hip Hops and Me of the Team Nerd Herd podcast. They did some shows this week you should be checking out too. I kept bipping in and out and seeing them have really good friends like Comics Kings and stuff on with them for sure. When are we going to get back to I've got no shows the rest of this weekend. My next time being on my channel or anybody's channel right now is Monday night for Comic Gories. And then Tuesday night, I'm on No Good Comics channel because we are back for Omni X-Men and we're talking about the Days of Future Past. So all of that stuff is breaking down Monday and Tuesday. But other than that, Luke, I'm just hanging out. If you want to get together for a beer offline while I'm hanging around, I'd be happy to do it, my man. And hello to John, Big Daddy Ross saying hi. Thank you, Ariel, for the super chat. Super nice of you. We got Kyle saying, whoop, whoop. Good to see you, Kyle. Putting away Christmas stuff today, too. Yay, there you go. Look at you. We're on the same page. JP says, history movie I remember watching in history class was Glory. That's a great movie about the Civil War and African-American soldiers fighting in the Civil War. Really powerful. It's got Denzel Washington. It's got Morgan Freeman. It's got Matthew Broderick from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It's got Carrie Elwes from Princess Bride. It's got everybody. It's a great movie. I'm going to head out. Let me know if you want to go to an Anaheim's Ducks game tonight. Wait, Kyle, you're in Orange County? What are you doing here, man? Hit me up on Instagram. Let's talk, man. And White Shadow, hey, Chip jumped in right at the last second. Good to see you, my man. Mr. Gettler is here. White Shadow himself. Good to see you. Hope everybody has a great weekend. And I'll see you all again on Monday night. So let me play us out here.
Bye. You're awesome.